Fox News' Megyn Kelly mocks demands made by some Republicans where they demand concessions and control from the TV networks which may sponsor their upcoming debates.
This time, the Republicans are going to unite and be good to each other and take care of one another as they go into this polling process. Well, that was never going to happen.
So now they're banding together to try to get the networks to make sure, you tell the audience, Chris, how hot do they want it in the debate hall?
67 degrees.
That needs to be in a contract. They can't have, they want all the candidates to receive similarly substantive questions. No so-called lightning rounds of questioning. Approval of any on-screen graphics aired during the debate. Oh, yeah, that's going to happen. The network should commit that they will not ask hand-raising questions, yes or no questions, allow candidate-to-candidate questions, and then maybe like a foot massage or like a little, I mean.
No brown M&Ms.
Really?
No brown M&Ms. Get all the brown M&Ms out of the bowl. Look, this is a negotiating position that the candidates were thinking about engaging in. And then as they got closer to the process of actually submitting the letter, candidates start peeling off because they have different interests. If you're Donald Trump,
Fiorina never took part. She was like, I'll debate anybody anywhere, and I don't care how cold it is, and I don't care what my green room looks like. Christie said, just give me a podium and let us go. I mean, so they're bailing. Even the divided field is getting more divided.
And I'll point out that I've made videos critical of Hillary. I know that for some, the minute I talk about Republicans, there's a knee-jerk reaction to assume that I support Hillary, which I don't. You can see in this video that I clearly do not. She also points out the network she's on, Fox News, would never agree to the terms those Republicans are demanding in that letter.
Can you imagine having to submit our graphics for approval to the candidates? Good luck with that.
We won't.
Correct.
So she mocks all these specific demands, but note that that GOP letter, written on behalf of 15 Republican presidential campaigns, makes no demands to ensure that the questions represent the will of the people. And all these demands, including room temperature and demands about graphics and empty podiums, but they make no recommendation or call for a fair system as far as the selection of the questions. They clearly don't want questions that truly represent the will of the American people. Many people fail to see this point, that the Republicans, and yes, the Democrats, want to represent the elite power. So they're happy to have the elites select the questions and screen the questions. How hard is it to understand that a fair system of selecting the questions where they are proposed and voted on by the American people could be adopted? I posted my suggestion about having the questions selected by the people and voted on by the people in a political forum, and some people acting like it's incomprehensible or that it would be an impossible thing to achieve, or that there'd be so many problems. I'm not talking about some internet poll.
So if you had polls on your Facebook page, you'd probably generate a lot of interest.
I'm talking about using technology to produce the most accurate results we can get. Polls, surveys, and voting on choices conducted in a way to achieve results that are representative of the people. I'm not talking about allowing bots or other illegitimate actions to artificially skew the results. So with the technology we have, you can get a very good representation of what concerns the average American. But representing the American people is not the goal of people who have power and serve power, because the average person doesn't have power. People in power are representing the interests of the powerful. I'll be making a video about that Republican debate and about Ted Cruz's fraudulent claims complaining about the debate questions. On this channel, I make legitimate arguments and accurate criticism of the media. But what Ted Cruz did was play everyone for fools. So I'll go into detail in an upcoming video. But I want to point out, as far as a fair system, something very unfair has been imposed on journalists trying to use YouTube as their platform. Please see this video or click here to read the petition and sign it and share it with as many people as you can. If you value independent journalism, please don't sit back and allow YouTube Google to take away the same opportunities of revenue earning which major media outlets can and still do benefit from on TV and websites. You can help petition YouTube Google to ask them to stop imposing such a financial hardship on independent media. Signing this petition and sharing it with others helps spread the word. This video promotes this petition, and viewing it and sharing it with others helps get the word out about our efforts. You can click here to go to the petition and sign it and share it with others. If you don't see the annotation on the screen, there's a link to the petition in the video description.